Hey guys, and welcome to the Getting Any Outdoors YouTube channel. My name's Dave, your host. If you're in the Sportspal world or aluminum canoes, hit the subscribe button. I'm kind of handy to know sometimes when you get in a pinch. But let's get into this one. Look at this pretty old girl. This is an old Sportspal. You can tell its age. It's been refurbished before, but you can tell the age because of the way the nose goes, like mine. Pointy. It's a pretty old gal, but she's hiding secrets. Check out her bottom. What a gash! So somebody reached out and needed me to fix the old girl's gash for her, and we're gonna take care of that for them. This canoe has been fixed before, and in order to get to the patch I got to put on this, I'm going to need to take all the ribs out, the liner out, and get down to what's underneath. Big crayon. I'm going to put a dot where the ribs go. It's not going to be too tricky on this one because the liner is going to have the marks on it. Dismantle. If you're going to reuse your sponsons, don't do that. But I'm going to get this guy some new ones. Should have brought that up before we started ripping. Hey. Now, to see what that gash looks like from the inside. Little tip, if the ribs are in super tight, get this little sucker underneath and give them one of those. Take out the liner. Almost every time you tear out a liner from one of these old canoes, you're going to find a little ecosystem. These little guys. Ants. We'll rehome those probably into a vacuum cleaner. Now, don't tell my wife I know how to do this. You keep that between you and me. All right, that rip in the underwears is about 8 inches long. So I cut these at about 10. The standard repair kit comes with 2 6-inch pieces. If you need a different size, let us know. We'll cut it to length, and you will receive these screws with it. However, I've been asked 100 times, why don't you use rivets? I'm going to do this one with rivets. So the reason why, most people don't have access to a rivet gun, and most people can find a screwdriver. So that's basically why. They're non-like metals, but as long as you get them totally covered and sealed, they don't have the reaction. This canoe here is an old one, so you'll kind of see that they'll survive. I've made sure that the aluminum is longer than the rip I am going to be fixing. So that dirty old slice is not going to get any longer because I'm going to take a drill and just drill a small hole right at the end of where the rip is. What that does is it makes that rip stop into a strong piece. If you don't drill that hole, that rip can continue to move, and that is something this guy, does not want. So before we do anything, this has to be nice and clean. So I have this degreasing agent that we use. I'm going to make sure that's bare metal all around where I'm going to be putting the sealant for my patch. Every bit of oil, grease, and dirt where my patch is going to be sticking and the sealant is going to be touching has been cleaned. Sure, a little bit of that's on there. Fall off the table. Just like washing dishes. I vacuum, I do dishes. Don't tell my wife that either. Another free tip. Take your two pieces, pack them together with clamps or something, vice grips. Drill just a couple of pilot holes. Oh, moving around. I gotta put this down just a second. You'll get the idea. There, I've got holes going through both sheets, same spot. So when I put one on each side, I have basically some pilot spots started. Okay, this is the old Cochran gun. Saves me from going easier on the hands. I got my tin, aluminum, metal, whatever, and I'm going to put my sealant where it's going to be touching the canoe. I've been asked, shouldn't you spread that around? You can go ahead, do it if it makes you happy. Do it. I just give her a good gob. If you're not careful, it's going to be oozing out everywhere, and oozing out goes all over fingers. So we'll put that down for now. This part here is a lot easier with friends. Like if you have a friend, I don't, so I'm going to be trying this trick solo. A lot easier with a friend. Make some friends, guys. Guys, make some friends. Don't be a Dave. All right, drill your hole. Put a rivet in. Drill a hole. Put a rivet in. That's just, well, that's supposed to stop from wiggling all over the place, but so you can tell you're getting old when you make noise go and you have to bend down and pick up stuff. Now, if I drilled these correctly, they should line up underneath. This is where it's good to have friends. Oh, there. Now I don't need no friends. Well, maybe I do. What's going on? Oh, that's pretty tight in that spot. These are falling all over the place. Now, which way you're drilling your holes doesn't make a big pile of difference. It does make a difference which way you put the rivets through, and I'll show you that shortly. I'm going to space them out about every ½ inch or so. Okay, everything fell, made a mess. So I flipped her over. We're starting on this side. There. Not the straightest rivets in the world, but what are you going to do? I guess Pride Month. They don't all have to be straight. I'm going to use a twirly stick. Make sure I have everything, the whole seam all the way around cleaned up. So that I'm all the way around every rivet. They're covered. They look cute. Cute as a bug's ear. That's what we're going for. Now, with that wet rag, you just want to tap it down. What this will do is it'll push any sealant that's not all the way around the rivet perfectly. It will push it around that rivet perfectly. In my opinion, one of the best benefits to using the rivet system is how low of a profile your patch can be. Where if you come over to one of these ones, it actually sticks up a little better than 1/8 of an inch. So this here gets you a nice low profile patch. I should have sealed the inside first, but I didn't. So I gotta let that dry for a little bit. I'll just do the same thing on the inside, and then we can just put it all back together. I couldn't wait, but forgot to record. Stuck it across that little gap. And if you watch the outside, I did the same to the inside. No tricks. So I've got the patching all done, and I'm going to basically just show that to you. I do have to put the liner and ribs and the sponsons on. I do have other videos on this channel with that. I'm not going to drag this one out any longer because I've been rambling on long enough. So I'll put the links to the liner, the ribs, and the sponsons in the description of this video. Holy, it's early. There's another old canoe I just kicked. We're going to flip it around. The patch on the deck and underneath. I don't know whether you can see that, but it's there. And the patch on the inside for that big slice. And the outside. So if you got this far, guys, thanks for watching. Noisy guy. So be sure to subscribe, like, comment. It helps. It helps. Just helps me out. Help me help you. So